Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. Let's keep exploring the area. With a sinister hissing, the shadows of a nearby alley coalesce into the forms of 3 shadow policemen. Looks like you better get ready for a fight. Don't sweat it, Buck, I got this one. Molly mows down the cops' silhouettes with a burst from her Tommy gun, and they burst into wisps of black smoke that quickly disperse. So, never mind. The Shadow IRS. This brick has sprung a leak. Hopefully next year's model... Another phone? Strange ring. Good, he's up. Do you like to play with matches, caller? Sure, we all do. This is not the one. I understand. I will burn... No, I want this telephone. Then I will get it for you. Hey, wait! Okay. This wheel must have gotten tired of being attached to a car. Ooh, a briefcase has been discarded among the rubble here. It's full of meat. It's amazing what people will throw away if you oppress them enough. Oh. The local branch of the IRS is looking pretty run down. You'd think they'd have plenty of funds for upkeep. Maybe that isn't how this works. It won't budge. It's probably just as well you hate paying taxes. A lot of inaccessible places. You find yourself in front of forbidding building? The crumbling ruin of some old government office. It's bureaucrats now. Okay, I've done this one already. Vista Hill. Another one of these. It's another nearly identical sculpture. You're not really sure what it is or what purpose it serves. It's made out of the same weird material. Very strange. Okay, ignore that. Oh, do I have to go around answering the phones until I find, like, the right ones? So that was here. Is there going to be another statue here and then another one here? Municipal Amphitheater. Creaking and gibbering, a horrible half-animal, half-plant, half-alien, half-shadow creature slithers out of the darkness. Makes a high-pitched noise and starts sliming its way toward you. If it turns out that this thing is actually from some ancient, hyper-intelligent progenitor race, I hope they're at least a little embarrassed about how gross they are. Oh, it is just like an alien. Hey, let's check out that new item I have. These things have a lot of health. It makes sense. You win. Take that, whatever you are. Good grief, what are you? This is both a tragedy and an opportunity. Collect some popcorn. Handful of popcorn. Cold armor. A hot pile of bug diggings. Do you want to join in this extremely violent dance? Is this just an infinite repeating encounter? A mad maniac. Weird. Government cheese, wallet on a chain. Little Susie the maniacal doll. Ooh, and Deuce got stronger. Wait. Oh, she's a familiar. Finally a knife-wielding maniac on your side. That's horrifying. Oh. Oops, I'm getting ahead of myself. Do you get one additional one each fight? I love that one. Okay, let me do one more just to see if I get anything else unique. Pyromaniac. Oh, okay. Nope. Good amount of meat. Oh, there's a spooky lady that's like singing over there. Oh, we can go around. Yeah, that one... Well, I don't know if it's a lady, but they're singing like a ghost. Oh, another one of these. I'll close that. Strange ring. It's for you. That isn't him. I am there in his house now. I am there with him. This is not him. I'll burn the telephone then. Stop doing that. The telephones are expensive. Oh. Okay. Civic Ballet Theater. In your gutter, you find a frozen black rose, discarded alone. It's symbolic of something, I'm just sure of it. Frosty Flakes. Oh. Those people are missing parts of the faces. This column is covered with cold bugs. Bust some moves? Heads? Are you guys okay? What even are these things? Graceful ballerina. Powerful ballerina. Sure. I guess let's do 3 fights here. Ballet slippers, swan cake, shredded tutu, Balthazar the Nutcracker. Another familiar? Attacks enemies and reduces their stats. Tutu, swan cake. Oh, like Swan Lake. Are these... Were these people once? Or are they... like statues brought to... What are these things? Ballerina T. Maximum AP by 2. Ooh. That's a shame. I want to keep my stats high. Okay. Hello? What will you do on a rainy day? When your house is on fire, how will you get out? When you're in the train, who will save you? In all cases, I will simply panic. This isn't him. I understand. Do you want this telephone or shall I burn it? Give it! Give it to me! At least tell me who you are either. Okay. Telephone is silent now. You hear hooting and yelling nearby, and look, the game's nearly over. It's not like you're going to learn not to investigate this kind of stuff now. Turns out to be a small band of roving and or raving maniacs. Seems like maybe their minds got corrupted by the shadow and they aren't reacting very well to it. I guess I'm just assuming. Scream out all your teeth might be just be like a fun thing they're into. A hobby. Oh, I don't like how the doll gets back up. Rebellious medallion. Ooh. Okay, this phone is not on yet. There's another one of these. Some sort of unusual structure. PDQ? You can't get inside someone swipe the steps. It's a real shame they shut down the Federal Bureau of Defenestration. Okay, the Black House? What the frig? Molly is stomped in front of a wall that has been plastered with several broadsheet posters. The illustrations is of a sultry blonde woman making a kissy face at the viewer, with a battleship on fire in the background. Loose women sink ships. No dancing, no short skirts, no obscene language. Wow. Molly, unexpectedly, says nothing. With gritted teeth, she ejects the drum from her Tommy gun, opens the cover, and does something inside with her knife. What are you doing? Give me a minute, Buck. I'm carving the rudest words I know onto all my bullets. I'll show them how to sink a damn ship. Ooh. That's actually a really good buff. The Black House. This gate is seriously locked. This lock seems to be made out of the same strange metal as those giant structures you encountered. Very curious indeed. Okay. Army recruitment. Is there another one of those things here? A movement catches the corner of your eye and you turn to see several tall, long-limbed figures gliding toward you. They twist and twirl as gracefully as ballerinas as they approach, but this beauty is contradicted by their heads. which are indescribable shadows. And I'm not using indescribable as a horror cop-out. I'm literally uncertain about what's going on in their head area. They have like a winged collar, or maybe side horns, but I think that's a mouth on it. I don't know. Fight them and see for yourself. It's weird. They like also bend weird too. Smoldering tutu. Oh, telephone. Does it bother you? What? Having to make all these telephone calls? Oh, listen, it's him. Hello? He looks sad. Oh, he's not bothering anybody. Let's burn him and see what he does. Wait, no. The door to the army recruitment office is square, olive drab, and menacing, just like the army itself. Heyo! The soda machine has knocked itself over in an act of conscientious objection. See if there's any soda. Modern army soda. Okay. This rock doesn't belong here. This car's in great shape, except for one thing. Won't budge. It's probably just as well. You have zero interest in joining the military. Okay. Where else were there phone boxes? Amid the blackened rubble of an old building, somebody has erected a granite statue of... Oh, this one again. Huh. So the only places that the phone was never ringing, I guess, that never rings. Among the region's many dead trees, you spot one shot through with a glowing green vein. It's probably an indication of something good. You collect as much of the glowing goo as you can without dramatically increasing your cancer risk. No, you have no idea how much of it was safe to collect, so that was really just a bit of uninformed reassurance on my part. Thanks, I guess. Nope, the phone. You are out of questions. Will you make a guess now? I don't have any more questions or guesses. Can I guess? It is me. I am your dream date. What? I have been your dream date the whole time. If I hang up, will you find me? Yes, I know where you are. Who are you two? Silence. The line is dead. Maybe that's for the best. You've heard too much. The payphone technology is amazing. What did you just do to me? Oh, spooky armor. Cool. That was like the one I have the least of. Right? No, stench is the one I have the least of. Never mind. This hydrant has multiple things wrong with it. Looks like somebody failed there, not abandoning your car test. Oh, just missed. Okay. Well, here it is, the obvious trap you're about to step into. You steel your nerves and grab the door handle. Oh. It's a wanted poster, not of you, fortunately. Ooh. You should take a number before you start bothering the other customers. Tree man? Little man smoking? These are mostly bulletins about what to do when your car inevitably develops multiple flat tires, flips over, or bursts into flames. Hey, I can't help but notice Dark Noel's theme is playing. Oh, okay. Only 10 before you. That doesn't seem too bad. Huh. Did one of the Hex Rocks monsters escape SIT's quarry? Why would it be at the DMV? Hi there, Rumble. What brings you to the DMV today? Rumble. Not exactly enlightening. Would you mind if I cut in front of you? Rumble. Come on, please. Rumble. You're made of rocks. You operate on a geological scale. You literally have all the time in the world. Offer to trade? Gushstone? Rumble, I have this rock that produces infinite oil somehow. I guess it would be like a bottomless juice box to you? Well, or a bottomless blood bag. I'm not sure if oil is more like blood or juice to you. I'll swap it to you in exchange for your place in line. The golem thinks for a moment, then takes your gushstone and leaves. This probably won't end well for the rock golem juice and or blood economy. Works for me, though. Is he actually leaving the... Oh, he is. Oh, and the guy in front left, too. A kindly looking old lady. What brings you here today? Oh, not much. I just need a staple removed from these old documents. You can't just pull it out yourself? I tried, dear, but it's a titanium staple. I'm not as surprised as I used to be. I have that. Would you mind if I cut in front of you? I certainly would. I've been waiting my turn patiently, and so can you. I have the staple remover. You're in luck, ma'am. I just so happen to have a titanium staple remover here. I was wondering if I was ever going to find a use for it. Oh, how marvelous. You effortlessly. Ooh. Remove the staple from her bundle of documents. Thank you very much, dear. Now I can spend the rest of the afternoon knitting cozies for my collection of vintage machine guns. She leaves with a wave. You're welcome. Bye. And Smokey guy's leaving. Oh, there's a robot waiting in line. Does it need a license to drive itself? Hello, robot. The robot doesn't react. Hello? Hey, robot? Nothing. Must not have a voice command interface. Robot, mind if I cut in front of you? You move to step in front of the robot, and it points a laser gun at you. Oh. Try to blow it up. You see a little door in the back of the robot that says Danger Self-Destruct Mechanism. Open it. Upon opening it, you find a panel with a 4x4 array of little sliding tiles numbered 01 to 15, plus one empty space. However, they aren't in the correct order. You make a half-hearted attempt to solve the puzzle, but eventually get bored and annoyed and slams the door shut. Okay. Hey buddy, what are you here for? I don't know, it's so annoying. Driver's license? I can't drive, I don't fit in any cars. I have to ride the trolley to work. That's not so bad, lots of people ride that like a horse. Oh. Huh. What do you want? I'm too mad to have a conversation right now. I was just wondering if you'd mind if I went in front of you. I'm kind of in a hurry. Hell no, get back. Ask about his magicalness. Maybe you need a magic license? I don't know any spells. I just hang around in mazes and labyrinths and Swedish furniture stores. Oh, IKEA. Do you need a license for being a magical creature? That would be hugely racist. That would be like if I needed a license for being Greek. Ah, jeez, good point. Maybe you just don't need to be here. Well, what do you mean? It doesn't seem like you have any of the stuff they do. It doesn't seem like any of the stuff they do here applies to you. So I came here for nothing? I've been wasting my time? Yeah, I feel your pain, but I think that is the case. Damn it, do you know how long it takes to get in and out of that labyrinth? He stomps away angrily. Sorry, bye. This guy is dressed in a slick black suit and has the impatient yet nervous air of someone who is used to outranking everyone except the government. Pretty clearly a mob guy, probably a low-ranking capo. If he was higher ranked, he'd have someone to wait in line for him. What are you here for? Taking a vacation to Rome soon. Gotta get a photo so as I can renew my friggin' passport. Look at all this paperwork. Can you believe it? Outrageous. My pop's citizenship papers weren't this complicated. Oh, jeez. What do you want? I ain't here to flap my gums. Would you mind if I cut ahead of you in line? Yeah, I'd friggin' mind. Try it and I'll cut you. Reveal your mob connections. See the signet ring? Oh, you're one of the family. Gee, that's a swell ring. I ain't earned mine yet. You need something? Yeah, sorry, but I need you to take a hike and come back tomorrow. I'm an important business and I'm in a hurry. Ah, jeez, well, business is business. I'm sick of standing here anyway. This place is giving me the creeps. He leaves grumbling. The bees? Why can't I do this? Fine, I'll just fight it. Hey, that thing's not a robot. Shadowy hexagon. Okay, bye. So much for that little robot uprising. It's finally your turn. Show the clerk your form. The clerk takes your number and looks over your form. Boss zombie, that's me. To the right and through the mouth. Come again? The fluorescent lights flicker for a moment. The mouth is longer than it was before, and there's a giant demonic mouth hovering in the air. To the right and through the mouth. Oh. A gnashing maw of shadow seems to want to swallow you. Let it. The giant mouth hacks you up like a hairball into an office that can clearly only belong to Dark Noel. How she got it to snow in here is anyone's guess, but it's probably dark magic of some kind. All these presents are labeled not boss. Dark Noel gives you a cheery little wave, then cracks her knuckles. It's time to do this. Thanks for coming to my little Crimbo party, boss. Not that there was much chance of you pulling a no-show. People say I'm obsessed, but all wizards are obsessives. All I had to do to make you jump was take away your license. I don't need a license to take you down, Noel. I consider it my civic duty. I'll do it again just like I did in the swamp. Huh, that was just a fluke, and that swamp doesn't have any Crimbo spirit. Now you're on my turf. Well, you think I'm gonna switch allegiances and join your Dark Crusade or whatever? You've got another thing coming. I wasn't gonna ask. I hate your guts. Fine, I hate yours too. Fine. Good. Challenge her? Enough talk, Noel. Let's settle this like real magic users with a traditional wizard's duel. How charming. Gladly. I'll even be magnanimous and let you go first. Give me your best shortcake. She thrusts her palms forward, launching a huge brick of buttery cookie straight at your head. Stiff breeze. A quick circular motion of your arm conjures a shield of semi-soft cheese, deflecting the shortbread harmlessly. You throw the shield forward, but Noelle dodges to the side. So you've decided to fight dirty. Who's naughty and who's nice is decided by the winner, dear. Counterattack. Monterey jackhammer. Steam explodes from your palms as you hurl a massive pointed log of mild white semi-hard cheese at your opponent. Meet me under the mistletoe. Leafy green darts machine gun out of her hand, strutting your attack. You dive and roll to escape as she redirects the remainder of the spell at you. Yeah, you wish, lady. Oh, don't flatter yourself. Let it snow. A blizzard of snow and ice gusts you with gale force power. Defend. Mott's umbrella. Your magical barrier protects you just long enough to outlast the storm, and you cast the ragged tatters of it away as you stand and prepare your next attack. You'll never defeat me without all your allies and familiars. Maybe got a point. Provolone wolf. A howl pierces the air as a pure white wolf dashes out from behind you and charges at Noelle with its fangs bared. Tinsenticle. Glittering silver vines erupt from her hands, entangling and shredding the wolf. Tinsenticle? It's clearly a portmanteau of tinsel and tentacle. Come on, you did Mott's umbrella for crying out loud. Mott's umbrella makes perfect sense. Tinsenticle seems, I don't know, kind of dubious. Your face seems kind of dubious. 6 geese a-laying. A whirlwind of white feathers, steel talons, and honking fills the air, streaming directly at you. Rogue Fortress. A tower of blue-veined white marble surrounds you, protecting you from the honking, slashing assault. When the noise subsides, you dispel the tower and step forward. Dark Noelle watches carefully, preparing for your next move as you twist your fingers around in a complicated gesture. Asiago to hell. You take off, sprinting toward Noelle, who is expecting a spell that doesn't exist. In the second it takes her to realize your bluff, you've covered half the distance to her. Furious, she whips her arms into the air. Black lightning coruscates around her hands as she screams, "Feliz!" Power through. Keep sprinting. Noelle's eyes are dead black. Her hair is whipping around like snakes. The black lightning in her hands has coalesced into the shape of a grinning skull. Navidad string cheese theory. You whip a thick, fibrous strand of string cheese at her wrists, tying them together and interrupting her spell. What? And then you punch her in the face. Ow, by doze, you jerk. Dad's a foul. Finish her. Your fist slam into her repeatedly, too fast to be followed by human eyes. Gouda, 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 gouda. Oh, it's a JoJo thing. Gouda. Oh, instead of Muda. Ah. Dark Noelle collapses to the ground, utterly defeated. You're naughty. I'm nice. Go ahead, finish me off. Make it a red, Crimbo. I think I've proved my point already. I'll let you out of here alive if you promise to leave the country and never return. Huh. Maybe you are the nice one. Alright, I'll leave if that's what you want. Or, you can open your present. My present? Really, it's my present, my second form, but I didn't get the chance to show it to you. It's really cool, but if you want to see it, you'll have to fight it, in regular combat. No takebacks. Sure. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's weird. Gotta hand it to her. Her second form is pretty sweet. Shame about having to actually fight the terrifying thing. Oh, it has much HP. Okay, first of all, we're gonna do... Well, we gotta do the golem. And then... Let's see. How much HP do you have? 57? How much AP do I have? Okay, let me boost my mysticality. Okay, let me boost my mysticality. Oh, that's a terrible sound. Why is my thing stuck? Okay, and then... Oh, I can do it again? Cheese chi. Wait, can I do this twice too? Wait. So I'm gonna do 94 physical. Well, I'm gonna kill her, but if I do it again, does it... Oh, no, I can't do that one again. Okay. Heal, deal physical. Okay, so let me just buff myself to high hell and then... Again. And again. See just how much damage I can spit out. 124 physical damage. Yeah, that'll do it. You won well. Maybe it'll be a holly jolly crimbo after all. Noelle's peppermint striped desk. This is less a desk and more a gift wrapping station. You don't find any information about Uncle Murray, but underneath the paper, scraps, and ribbons, and blank name tags, you do find an important looking key. Key to the Black House. Oh, it's the Black House instead of the White House. Assuming this is a two-way horrible shadow mall, want to go back to the DMV? The clerk awaits his next customer and ignores you entirely. Oh, I guess that's it for Dark Noel. Oh, this one again. There's not a lot of encounters, it seems, in this one. I mean, it makes sense. Last area, right? This gate is seriously locked. Unlock it. Noel's key. You slide the key into the lock and turn. Both key and lock suddenly disintegrate, leaving the gate unsecured. You're too late. Ow. What? Boss? Is that my Uncle Murray? It's Uncle Murray! Uncle Murray, you okay? Surprisingly fine, kiddo. Not sure why they didn't just murder me, but I'm glad they didn't. Me too. We gotta stop the president from doing whatever her crazy plan is. Darn right we do, but wait a minute. What's that? What's what? You've got something behind your ear. Oh, right, that trick. Don't ever change, Uncle Murray. What happened to you? Well, Jessica told you how I've been hunting a series of cursed artifacts, right? Yeah, that's how I found you. We've been using the Detectatron to find more of them and try to follow your trail. So Charles got that thing working finally? That sure would have saved me some trouble. Anyway, a fellow sold me a pen that could only write obscenities. Turned out with a little coaxing, you could also get it to write its real owner's current address, which was here. I wrote that letter to you before coming to stake out the place. They caught me while I was snooping around. Who's the president woman? I don't know much about her. Just her name's Margaret something. 11 years ago, her barn exploded. That's where all the artifacts came from, I think. They were stuff that was in the barn at the time. Must have been one heck of an explosion. No kidding, 5 years later, she's city comptroller, and now I guess she's shadow president? Whatever that is? What's she planning? Wish I knew. She built some kind of crazy machine, but I don't know exactly what it's for. With the amount of shadow energy she's collecting to power it, it can't be anything good. How do we stop her? Well, she put up 3 big weird pylons, or obelisks or something. I think their function is to pull shadow energy directly out of wherever it comes from and pump it into her machine here in the Black House. Should we destroy those? Yep, ideally before a machine does whatever it's meant for doing. Destroy 3 things. Got it. Good. It's nice to have a specific, straightforward goal for once. I'm pretty sure I've seen all 3 of them before. Not far from here, yeah? Yeah, past that I'm not sure. Guess that was all my questions. Well, all the immediately relevant ones. Then we better get moving. I guess just where were they? Were here, Vista, and telephone. Discover a terrifying obsidian statue towering above a block of bombed-out apartment buildings. It's that horrible wizard lady Dark Noel. Carefully examine the statue and figure out that if you file just a millimeter of material off one of its toenails, it will topple. Grab an emery board from the rubble and make short work of the tall statue. Oh. Hello? Oh, weird. Hey, is that boss? This is Rufus. Rufus? How did you know I was here? I didn't. It's just a coincidence. My brother hunting device calculated that as the best spot to open a wormhole to this location. Since there's a payphone there, I figured I'd call ahead to check. Wormhole? I thought it was a communications device. Well, turns out the Pearl is crazy powerful, and wormholes are a form of communication. According to there's a crazy shadow pillar thing here. I could use some help dealing with it. That explains some of these readings. Hang on, I'll be right there. Oh. Good luck, Rufus. Rufus? Oh. Okay. Uh-huh. Hello? Ah, boss. Don Toblerone vocalizing. I've become attenuated to the fact that you are in necessity of some assassination. How'd you know where I was? You're one of the family now. If you know something, we know something. I sure hope that isn't how it works, but as it happens, I really could use some help here. I will send assistance immediate-ment, and their arrival will be forthwith. Great, thanks. Wait for the cavalry. Get it, boys. Yeah, that'll do. The sound's a little desynced, but it's fine. And the music is just gone completely. Okay. Who will be number 3? Boss, this is Johnny, the Hobo King. My secret Hobo King powers alerted to me that you might be in need. How'd you know what number to call? I just picked up my phone and it connected me to you. Is that not how phones work? Well, anyway, yes, I do need some help. There's a big weird pillar thing here that needs to be destroyed. No problem. I'll send a crew of hobos immediately. Thanks. Wait for them to arrive. Oh, all my buds have come to help me. So if I hadn't done all their side quests, how would I go about doing all this? Murray's expression is a jumble of excitement, awe, and fear. This may be unclear from the picture. Alright, that's the last one. Come on, we've got to get back to the Black House and put a stop to whatever the President's plan is. Which might be world domination or world destruction or maybe both. Honestly, with as much as I was able to learn from before they caught me, there's a real glaring gap in my knowledge. Okay, the Black House. A howl splits the air and reverberates through your guts, the entire length of your guts. A massive black dog, or something that was once a dog, or perhaps something that was never a dog, stalks out of an alleyway and opens its mouth to reveal an entire Expo Center knife's show worth of fangs. Oh, spooky demon dog, or shadow dog. Alright, everyone gets a honking. And I think I should be fine just to use spells. I have to say, if this is the end game, I do like how much tighter the stat range is than West of Loathing, where it gets just insane at the end. Whereas like things have stats of 50-ish and higher. Whereas here it keeps it low and more balanced, I would say. Ah, that noise is piercing. You rush into the foyer of the Black House. Murray leads you up a corridor and down a flight of stairs to a huge basement laboratory. The room is dominated by a massive, writhing tear in space, seemingly confined to an unobtainium frame. The President is typing furiously at a computer console nearby, but there are no computers at this era. But she turns around momentarily when you enter. She glares at you, practically hissing. I knew I shouldn't have trusted that idiot Noel to deal with you. I noticed the shadow flow has dropped back to ambient levels. I assume that was your doing? Yeah, I busted your weird pillars. Now I'm busting you. Oh no, I'd be real upset if you weren't too late. Oh, nuts. Yeah, nuts to you. The portal is open, and after I make these last few calibrations, the Emperor of all Shadows will be summoned to this plane to kneel before me. I will rule this universe, not as the President of Shadow, but the Empress. Oh, that's a much bigger goal than I was expecting. Yeah, well, go big or go home, right? Anyway, don't try to stop me. Without my attention at this console to keep the reaction steady, this thing could implode and turn the whole Tri-State area into a smoking crater. Okay, jeez. Well, mind if I have a look around? Sure, whatever. Just don't pester me unless you want everyone who you ever heard of to die. Or who ever heard of you. Chemicals are dangerous. Oh, I can make potions. Desk has seen a lot, apparent, especially recently. This workbench, okay. Oh, book? A lot of engineering, occult books, nothing really catches your eye. I can cook. I guess nothing here. It's just gear to gear me up for a final fight, but I think I'm pretty good. You're scared if you interrupt her, the entire universe might blow up, or at least the Tri-State area. You're an expert. This seems bad. Murray's holding a weird something. An unobtainium bomb. I cobbled it together from parts I found lying around while you were distracting the President. Good job. Oh, no problem. Yeah, that was intentional, but, what's your plan exactly? From what she said, it sounded pretty bad to mess with this stuff. She's trying to summon something, right? I figure by applying enough pressure at just the right time, we can reverse the flow and make it an out portal instead of an in portal. Oh, I get it. So it'll suck her out into space and no more problem. Well, not exactly, or rather, yes, but that's not the end of it. We also have to take care of whatever's waiting on the other side of that portal. Oh. You're saying I have to go through it and fight it, aren't you? I don't know if it'll be a literal fight or what, but yeah, that's kind of the long and short of it, kiddo. This is the end game, and there's no coming back from this. Are you ready? Well, actually, let me be more explicit. This is literally the end game. Once I set off this bomb and you go through that portal, you can't come back. And the game ends one way or another. But nothing gets saved after you go, so you can reload back to here and keep playing afterwards. I don't really understand what you mean by that. It's okay, kiddo. Kiddo, it wasn't really you I was talking to. Let's do this. Okay, it was good seeing you again, kiddo. I think I got this bomb wired so I can toss it and set it off from here by overloading this other who's it, which hopefully won't end up getting me killed. But whatever happens, you gotta jump through right away. I don't know how much time you'll have. Jeez, okay, be careful. You too, kiddo. Ready? No! Oh, Molly's excited. Resolution. You and Molly and the President and her machines and a sizable chunk of the floor appear in the middle of a pale void, lit by the just-arrived light of stars that burned out uncountable eons ago. No, what did you do? I threw a little monkey wrench into your plans. Don't try to act cool about this. You don't have the slightest idea of what kind of power you're messing with. Oh yeah? Like what? Welcome, playthings. Wait, actually... Hold on. I'm gonna reset. I just had a thought. I don't want Molly with me. I mean, she is great and all. But there's a different companion I want to take because I'm wondering about implications of things. Also, where did we really just save right? Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, I want to go back to Ocean City. And then I want to go here. Barker, with me! Oh no, I am whistling. Huh, neat. So you whistle while you're in there. Because I got that whistling perk. Okay, I wanted Barker for this. Okay, cool, great. Okay, talk to Murray. Okay, in we go. Oh, I didn't see Murray tinkering with something there. That's how he got away. Okay. Don't try to act cool about this. You don't have the slightest idea what kind of power you're messing with. Oh yeah, like what? Welcome, playthings. You look over to the right where you see a hovering swarm of giant mouths and eyes. You get the feeling that this is your brain's best attempt to render what you're actually seeing in a way that won't simply annihilate your mind. In particular, that. Oh, was this whole deal just a giant monkey's paw? Like, did I achieve ultimate power, but also got cursed to be constantly surrounded by morons? Hey! The portal frame still looks intact. Maybe I can reopen it and fix this. Oh, you can get us back? I can get me back, and then continue with my plan to summon the Emperor to our universe under uncontrollable conditions, and as intended, yes. What if I don't want you to do that? Do I look like someone who gives a hot crap what you want? Go away. Go die in the void. Sheesh, somebody's cranky. Whoa. Hello. Be not afraid. Welcome to my realm. What are you? I am what the shadow is the shadow of. Nice job, if you can get it. It's a living. Pry yourself away from its gaze. Hold on. I gotta weigh all my options here. Barker keeps sniffing the air and glancing nervously at the president. Hi. She grinds her teeth and ignores you. Any chance I could get you to give up on your plan to enslave humanity and the universe in general? Johnson Christ. If I had brought a gun with me, you would be so dead right now. Arf arf woof tail wag. What is it, Barker? Barker trots up to the president, yapping excitedly. He doesn't seem angry at all. What the hell is this thing? Don't call my dog a thing. He's a very good boy. That's a Dog? You've got to be... Why is it wearing Daisy's collar? Beats me, he found it somewhere. I was gonna make everything really nice for dogs. What happened to that? The humans are garbage, but the dogs didn't do anything to deserve this. When did I forget? She wanders away from the terminal, deep in thought. Good boy, Barker. The president of Shadows is just standing here, thinking about what she has done. Okay. Hi, giant scary face thing. Something desperate? Reason with it? Look, let's just discuss. Your words have no power here. Intimidate? Listen, Buster, you'd better... Haha. Hey, you seem like a pretty hip well, you tried. Yeah. So this is this thing a final boss, or is there like another solution? Closer look. This technology is incomprehensible to you. The Etchian Chrono Crystal begins to vibrate as it gets close to the machine. This must be where and when you're meant to use it. Insert the crystal. Oh. My room? The TV? You did as the Etchian captain asked and deployed their weird technology against their alien enemies. 900 years from now, the inhabitants of Gobulin Prime are going to be extremely upset with you. But only for a few minutes. After the metaphorical smoke cleared, you found yourself stuck in the weird extra-dimensional space where the final showdown happened. You waited and waited and waited. At least Barker was there to keep you company. Murray's bomb blasted and passed the borders of reality. You drifted outside of the world for a span of time that might have been 5 minutes or 5,000 years. The only way to be sure is not to press the key for 5,000 years, then you'll know it was that long. A few weeks later, Jessica accidentally activated the fail-safe interdimensional homing teleporter Murray had left in one of his desk drawers. She was looking for a pen. You and Murray were wrenched through the ether and unceremoniously dumped on the floor of the antique store. After spending a reasonable amount of time patting one another on the back, you started searching for the next eldritch horror on Murray's big list of cosmic threats. The world is always under existential threat if you know where to look, and Murray always knows where to look. Thanks to your mob connections, Murray has a lot more meat at his disposal than he's accustomed to. That should make the next old god easier to deal with. The purple door did a brisk trade until the end of Prohibition, at which point it did an even brisker one. When they started televising underground bare-knuckle boxing, Gabby got really excited and joined a league. Her combat style was a mixture of different martial arts that came to be known as super weird fighting. Molly and Nancy went on to become the most notorious bank-robbing duo in history. They were last seen somewhere in Bolivia. The streets of Ocean City are relatively safe, a few gang fights notwithstanding. Wait, but what about Barker? King Johnny got the camp loaded into the ocean, with Samuel and Agamemnon doing most of the heavy lifting. With the wind at their backs, they set sail for distant shores. Thanks to Ovid and Croesus, the expedition was comfortable and well-funded. Sure, it got boring at times, but Howie entertained folks with his harmonica, and Dusty brought a deck of cards. Whenever anybody got scratched up or seasick, Doc was there to provide some medical attention. The nights were cold, but between Beatrice's wool and Calendula's moonshine, everybody kept pretty cozy. They ate creamed fish thanks to Walter and Creamy Steve. Cornelius and Beanie provided cornbread and beans. Mossman provided fine herbs and exotic spices. After a long and difficult journey, they arrived at the land they had promised to themselves. They founded a new nation, a nation of hobos, by hobos, for hobos, with liberty and justice for hobos. Marvin went on to set the world record for mailbox sitting. He held the record for nearly a week. He has recently become interested in flagpoles. The bishop's inspection went swimmingly, and the vicar of St. Polycarp's was soon promoted to vice pope. With that whole grisly murder business behind her, Miss Brewster went on to win the Boarding House of the Decade award from the International Salesman League. Crystal Store was moderately successful, but she was confident that in about 40 years, business would boom. Yeah, because that would be the 70s. Greta wisely invested all of the meat you spent at her store and eventually expanded into a nationwide chain. 70 years from now, the historical village of Sandwich is still a popular tourist attraction. It's particularly popular among mixed-up hipsters who get it confused with Sandwich, Brooklyn. SIT's astronomy program continued to be no less dumb than SIT's astrology program. To this day, they still refer to a hot dog, broccoli, and ketchup omelet as the boss. You know, honestly, that doesn't sound bad. It's weird. Broccoli and eggs, but I bet it's not bad. Clem and Jarvis Schlitz evaded capture by adopting the aliases Jarvis James and Clem Bartles, respectively. After Prohibition ended, they had a long and illustrious career in the getting people drunk industry. In 1981, Mudhenge was acquired by the Stonehenge Corporation, renamed Stonehenge Mud, and shut down. In 100 years, you were the only non-nudist to find its center. With your help, Rhonda Rasmussen became the first person in history to fly all the way around a swamp. Her fame lasted until nearly a month later when Charles Lindbergh was seen buying a new set of shoelaces. Frogger Haim turned Haim Quarry into an ecologically responsible workers' collective, which did quite well. He spent most of his share of the profits on fast cars, sandwiches, and open-minded women. The boss of Tom and Kathy plunged largemouth bass and sons into a succession crisis. The loss. In the chaos, the bastard reboner returned from exile and made his claim to the throne. Although Tom and Kathy's Judge Wig business never took off domestically, they were knighted in Albion for services to judicial fashion. Paul Leathers used his new tongue to preach nonviolence and counseled many a troubled youth away from a life of big game hunting. John Leathers was convicted of male manslaughter and is preparing himself to be sent to a penal colony on Mars. Yeah, I kind of flubbed that one, I think. In time, the wreck of the Longerfellow was swallowed whole by the swamp. Though a boat may be long, naught is longer than nature's mouth. The kid with glasses spent a week bragging after you proved his theory about big hands. The plant kid will happily wear Mossman's mustache for the rest of his life. The chemist kid is still reeling from the whiff of the smell of the wisp you brought her. The radio kid still proudly wears the feather you brought him from Barbara Yagara. The kid with the wrench still tells stories about the time you captured the Chupa Naranja. The fly girl is still grateful for the chest hair you brought her from Flemberg. The Will Hunter moved to international waters to escape federal prosecution for marble fraud. Huh? The Mole Ross place remained uninhabited until the 1990s when it became a hotbed for swinging, sexy singles. Ooh. With no natural predators to thin their numbers, McMillicuddy's sheep bred out of control. He went on to become the region's primary supplier of both mittens and mutton. Despite all your efforts, the maze stayed pretty much exactly the same. Forever. Billy made sure of that. That almost feels set up for like a DLC. Or maybe I just missed something. The workers of the Ford compound were able to get the factory machinery back up and running. After months of research and hard work, they were finally able to make a car entirely out of beans. It smelled awful, nobody would buy it, so they ended up abandoning it in the streets of Ocean City. The old ham mill never spun again. Rufus emerged from his portal somewhere deep underground. He didn't know where he was, but he knew he was one step closer to his brother. That was all that mattered. That's all we get for Rufus? The end. Ooh. Let me see, are they making DLC for this game? It's been out a long time. Whistlin'. Chelsea Greenwood for the Whistlin'. Uh, vocal talent? I was gonna say what vocal talent, but the enemies make like sounds and grunts. Let's see, DLC? Wait. Huh? It says there's a... Oh, okay. That guy was just confused. Thanks so much for playing our game. We know it took significant time and effort to get here, and we appreciate your attention and endeavors. You rock. Whatever happened to Barker? Wait. Oh, we're here. Did I miss something? Let me look at the endings info for this. Shadows over Loathing. Guide to endings. Oh wait, here we go. There's a whole thing on the wiki. Okay, so I did the Yachi and Chrono Crystal. Oh, apparently if I had talked to Barker there instead of turning in the crystal. Huh. Oh, so Barker... I guess Barker died? Or... I don't know what happened there exactly. Oh no, Barker just doesn't have a page. What? Hold on, Barker just doesn't have an end slate at all? Barker. Okay, no, it did... Oh, wait, yeah, it even said Barker was waiting with me. Yeah, Barker has no dedicated end slide. Weird. It'd be kind of cool if when you beat the game they gave you like a new item here. Because, I mean, what else is there to do? Oh, I went to search and I got distracted by that one guy's post and I didn't actually... Loathing DLC. No, there's still stuff on Kingdom of Loathing. Oh, it has 10 out of 10 reviews on Steam? I mean, it makes sense. This game is so good. Huh. There's no real mention of it. When did this game come out? Release date. November 11th. Okay, so it's almost been a year. It's been, what, 11 months and change? Or less than 11 months? I guess if there was plans for DLC, they would have at least announced by now. Oh well. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't really need DLC. This game was really fun, and I'm probably going to play through it a few more times doing different things. But, yeah, that's it for this one, so thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next series up real soon, but until then, bye.